The S&P 500 has dropped 23.66% from its highs netong 2022, early 2022. So what will be the effect of this sa mga stocks natin dito sa Philippines? Let's talk about it. Hello, what is up guys? Eman from Peso Smart page here. Welcome sa panibagong episode. Shout out to all the podcast listeners as well. I appreciate you all. Today, let's talk about the US stock market and the Philippine stock market. So, yung bear market territory, sinasabi nila na nasa bear market na tayo if merong drop of 20% or more. And ito na ngayon nangyari currently sa S&P 500. Question is, ito na ba yung bottom? It's really hard to say. Kasi inflation is still rising. And because of that, interest rates will also keep on rising. Kasi that is one way for the Fed to control inflation. Okay? So, ano may effect nito sa Philippine stock market? Currently in PSEI, it's not officially in a bear market yet, but in my opinion, we will get there. Meron lang talagang konting delay with third world countries such as, the Philippines. Kaya hindi tayo sumasabay agad dun sa global trends, kumbaga. Although, I do hope that we don't really enter in a full-on bear market. But right now, it's looking kind of inevitable. But again, I still have hopes na we don't go there. Kasi I know a lot of people will lose money. Kasi when we enter a bear market, parang dun gusto magbenta ng mga tao, which is weird. We have to reverse that. Kapag nasa bearish phase tayo, that is a time that we should be buying. Even though we don't know exactly when the market will bottom out, as long as we average out in prices, in entry price, then we're gonna be good in the next 5 to 10 years. Although yes, it could take years bago matapos yung isang bear market before ulit mag-bull run, but that's why you have to have a long-term outlook dito sa mga markets na to when you are investing. So let's take a look at the interest rates. Well, I'm sorry. Scratch that. Sorry. So, inflation rate, 8.6%. So, akala natin nag-peak na yun sa US, which was around 8.5 noong March. Then, noong April, bumaba na siya to 8.3. And a lot of people were expecting for it to go down after this one. But, hindi. Umakit ulit siya to 8.6. And now, you still have to wait until next month kung ano ba yung mag-inflation for June. And that is a long wait. It's just 2 weeks away, but yeah, we still have to wait for that number. And kapag tumataas yung inflation rate, historically, yung stock market is not doing good. And yung maging effect nga nito, kasi kita nyo dito, sa Philippines, inflation rate natin for May was 5.4. And I'm anticipating na aabot din tayo to around 8-ish%, no? Kasi napansin ko lang na merong konting delay with us when it comes to inflation. I really hope na hindi tayo pumunta doon, but we have to anticipate it and we have to be prepared for it. And personally for me nga, since I live alone, I can really feel the inflation even though I don't go out that much. Syempre, like when it comes to groceries, pagka bumibili tayo ng mga pagkain, like daily needs and daily stuff, napapansin ko na, ba't ganito yung groceries ko before siguro 1K to 1.5K, it could last me for up to 2 weeks. Ngayon, yung 1K ko, it would last me a couple of days, not even a week na. So, yeah, it's been crazy. And nararamdaman ko talaga, nakikita ko like first hand yung effects ng inflation. And I wasn't really bothered by this previously, especially when I started working. Well, because at that time, inflation was okay-ish. Kailan ba yun? 2017. O yan, di ba? Ang baba ng inflation. Like, yan. Nasaan na ba? 2017. Nag-start ako mag-work. Sige, sabihin natin, like, July 2017. So, around 2.4% lang inflation. I mean, I didn't really care about inflation back then. My mom was the one who was doing the groceries. I'm just contributing sa budget namin for daily expenses, for monthly expenses. And then, tagabuhat ako ng groceries. Sumasama ako sa groceries. But I didn't really care about, like, prices. But right now, since I have to stick on a strict budget para mabayaran lahat ng bills on time and para may pang-invest pa rin tayo every single month, you have to look at prices. And itong 5.4 na. And imagine if umabot tayo to 8%. That's crazy. And sobrang mahal ng bilihin, and like how much lang naman yung ini-increase ng mga sweldo natin, di ba, on a single year. Like close to 10%, even more if you're good, if you're a good employee, and if your company is good enough to like give you that raise. But hindi lahat tayo is na-enjoy yun, no? Hindi lahat sa atin is nabibigay yun. And kapag nagtuloy-tuloy itong pagtaas ng inflation, it's gonna be hard for markets to rally. And again, since Feb, we are on a downtrend sa PSEI. And the same goes for a lot of the, well, ito yung kumbaga best 30 stocks, no, sa stock market. Kaya ito yung index. And the same thing can be said, no, na nasa downtrend most of the stocks na listed sa Philippine Stock Exchange. So again, don't fight the Fed. Risk off environment currently, itong markets, and most of like institutional investors like hedge funds and all that, lahat sila is nagpupunta sa fiat, like USD. I'm not sure about PHP, but I know some investors are flocking, no, they're selling their assets para, they have some juice, or they have some capital to deploy if ever things get worse. And I think that's what we should do as well. I mean, personally for me, I have a huge chunk of my capital saved up for now, just in case na things get worse. We have to be prepared for it. Kasi na-experience ko na yun noong 2020. And kung wala akong like savings at that time, I wouldn't be able to buy some of those dirt cheap stocks, which eventually like more than doubled in just a span of 1 year. But then again, pwede pa rin tayong mag-DCA or mag-PCA every single month. For example, sabihin natin, you can save up 10,000 pesos every single month, and that's your capital for investing. Sabihin natin 20% ipang DCA natin, and then 80% will be your quote-unquote savings. Just in case, yun nga, mas bumaba pa yung market. Like, you can say the same thing for Bitcoin, right? It's at 18K. Bumaba na siya at around 17K din, di ba? So, kung inisip mo, previously na yung 25K dip was the bottom, which is nandito, and nag-all-in ka na at those prices, tas wala ka ng capital ngayon, then you're kicking yourself right now. Kasi, from that 25K, yan, down na ulit tayo ng 25%, diba? So, hindi tayo pwede mag-all-in sa isang price point, even though it's really, really hard to to call the bottom and to buy at the bottom and sell at the top, at the TP top. But we have to be patient in times like this. Kasi unless mag-pivot na yung Fed sa US and maging in control na yung inflation, then things might get worse. I'm not fighting here. I'm just stating not really facts, but my own opinion and my own outlook in the markets. I mean, I'm heavily invested in crypto. I'm heavily invested in stocks. So, wala naman talagang pakialam yung Fed sa mga portfolios natin, even though like it's down 50, 70, 80, 90%. They don't really care. First off, ang kailangan nilang gawin on their list, no? Kailangan nilang i-tick yun. Sa kanilang checklist, sa kanilang to-do list is to control inflation and potentially bring it back down. And yung goal nga nila is to like settle in at around 2-ish% in the next 2 to 3 years. Of course, that goal is pretty much far away from where we're standing right now. But yeah, it's doable. But we're gonna see a lot of like bleeding portfolios in the next coming months and in the next couple of years, no? Until mapunta ulit tayo doon. Kasi ngayon, nasa quantitative tightening nga tayo and like historically talaga, the market suffer during quantitative tightening and it lasts for about a couple of months to like a year. And kapag quantitative easing na ulit, doon nagpo-propel ulit yung markets and doon nagra-rally and doon nagbubulan. So yeah, bottom line, don't go all in sa isang single dip kasi it could go lower. Always be responsible with your capital, DCA or PCA, a portion of your capital. Ang main goal natin dito sa bear market na to is to protect our capital and have enough juice or have enough capital to buy, the dip again and again. So, meron kayong active income right now, keep it. Okay, mag-quit sa day job nyo. Just yet. So, diba, like, that's what we're all, spitting or rambling about. Like, oh, I want to be financially free. I want to work on my passion. I want my passion to, like, pay me well. I want to do it. I want to do what I love for a living. But in reality, sometimes it's kind of hard to do that. And yeah, we have to do things that we don't necessarily like or love for us to, get there. And it's part of the process. It's part of the journey. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching and listening. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and ring the notification bell para wala kayo ma-miss out sa mga uploads ko every single day. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up kasi sobrang nakakatulong yun sa algorithm ng YouTube. You can also follow me sa social media platforms ko. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at MNPSPH. Again, can't say this enough. Thanks for watching and listening. Stay safe. I'll see you on the next episode. Always remember, be Peso smart.